What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I got a quick one for you today. Just got some updates on free agency and the things that are happening. Unfortunately, it's mostly disappointing today as far as I'm concerned. I just want to say that, and I've said this already, but I want to say that, day one of the tampering period when they re-signed Agba and franchised Gesicki and, Nick Needham was back, Teddy Bridgewater came in, right? They brought in Quincy Wilson and Chase Edmonds, decent signings there, right? Like, after the first day of the tampering period, I was feeling pretty good about things, but I've been feeling worse and worse about how things have turned out since then. Each day makes me a little bit more disappointed. Now, Terron Armstead is visiting Miami today. I'll talk about that in just a second. But right now, it's kind of disappointing overall. Especially because so far they have failed to do the most important and most pressing thing. And I feel like that could cause some cascading effects and failures elsewhere, and cause them to misprioritize and stuff. Because, if there's a run on the best offensive lineman in round one and we get to the 29th pick and then they reach for an offensive lineman or whatever. And again, we don't need to waste draft capital and get another young project developmental player. Even if we were going to get an Evan Neal or Linderbaum or one of those guys, they're still young developmental players. Every player that comes into the league is, no matter how ready-made they are, because they're a rookie, right? So we need that veteran leadership. And to me, even if they get Terron Armstead, the best grade that I could give them, which they might, he is in Miami today, and reports are that there's a good chance that a deal could get done. But the best grade I could give him is a B minus maybe. Just a flat B at best. Because even with Terron Armstead, yes, he is elite and he was part of my ideal, scenario. But the problem is that he doesn't stay on the field. He's elite when he is on the field, but he doesn't stay on the field his entire career. So if we end up losing Armstead for any portion of the season, a quarter of the year, half the year, then that makes us really vulnerable again. And overall, so real quick, let me throw in some other things here that happened. Duke Johnson has left now, and he's with the Bills. The Bills have signed Duke Johnson. So there's that. That's disappointing to me. And it's not even just... So, again, the moves that they made on the first day, I was feeling good about. But some of the players that they've lost, like Matt Collins, now Duke Johnson, are disappointing to me, right? The fact that they've failed so far to this point. Connor Williams, he's a solid player, but he's a left guard. That's the second to last position out of those five that we needed. We needed tackles and a center. Right guard should be perfectly fine with Hunt, but now they're talking about maybe moving him out to right tackle again, and then these other guys will battle it out for the right guard position, and I don't like it, bro. I wanted to go into this draft situation with, again, my Trent Brown. Trent Brown re-signed with the Patriots, so now he's off the board. The Dolphins are running out of time and options, and if they do not get Terron Armstead, and if he ends up going someplace else, then my grade for this free agency period is going to get downgraded. Right now, I have it as a C. At best, it could be a flat B or maybe a B minus if they get Armstead. If they don't get Armstead, then it's probably going to get downgraded to a D. Because it just, I don't know, bro. It's just disappointing to me because I'm still not, I love the offensive coaching staff. I love Mike McDaniel. I love Pat Surtain and Madison on that side of the ball, but there are still some issues there. They haven't actually gotten Xavier Howard locked up yet, although they have apparently been talking about it, although no deal has actually been struck. But there is, issues, potential behind the scenes issues on that side of the ball. with Boyer still being here. So that was already kind of a little bit of a concern. But now, as they've gone through free agency, it's more of a concern because they're just not. And I get it, bro. Like, we don't get everything that we want, right? But like, I don't know. Well, let's see. We'll let the process play out. We'll at least let free agency and the draft go by and see what their full list of moves and stuff are. But as of right now, it started out good for me on the first day of tampering period, and the moves they made through that. But since then, it's been slowly and steadily going downhill, and not in a good way. So we'll keep our eyes and ears open for everything that goes on. But like I said, I did want to update you guys on those, things that happen. So again, today we lose Duke Johnson to the Bills. The Pats signed Trent Brown, so he comes off the board. Obviously, Lyle Collins came off the board. He's to the Bengals. We lost Matt Collins to the Raiders. Anyway, just, I don't know. We'll see. Right, like I said, right now it's at a B, or right now my grade for free agency is at a C. It could go up to, a B. And look, because if they sign Armstead, and then if they somehow manage to get like maybe Dwayne Brown or Trent or Eric Fisher or something like that, there are still a couple options out there. Morgan Moses came off the board, right? There are still a couple options out there. If they can lock up Armstead and then also get another quality offensive lineman for right tackle, then I'll feel all right about it. Then it maybe goes to a, B plus or an A. Because then you'd have Armstead at left tackle. You would have gotten, your right tackle, Robert Hunt at right guard, Connor Williams play left guard, and then Dieter at center. I could be okay with that, something along those lines, right? Otherwise, if it ends up being Armstead at left tackle with Connor Williams at left guard, one of those other guys at center, one of those other guys, I guess Dieter at center, Eichenberg or whoever at right guard, and then Hunt at right tackle, I'm not super excited about that. Because then again, if we lose Armstead, then that offensive line that still has some pretty significant holes, particularly up the middle at center and right guard at that point, then gets even weaker. So they still got a lot to do. And again, I don't want to take an offensive lineman early in the round this year because we needed veteran guys, and we've already done that for the past 3 years and failed miserably, and we have significant other holes too. And I wanted to set ourselves up, in a really good position going into the draft where we have flexibility. And now we're going to have a lot less flexibility if it stays as is or whatever. So again, anyway, we'll see how this all plays out. I'm going to go ahead and wrap that. I'm not going to keep, expressing my disappointment here. I think you guys get the idea. So again, though, let's see how it plays out. Process, we'll at least got to go through at least got to give them, the rest of free agency and the draft to at least see what they do, Once it's all cemented into stone and we start getting to like training camp and, all of that stuff, then I can give you my firm, definitive, hey, I like it, hey, I don't like it, or, somewhere in the middle kind of shit. But for now, like I said, it's a C. I'm a little disappointed, and it certainly could. If they don't sign Armstead, then that letter grade will drop. If they do sign Armstead, it'll go up to B-ish, somewhere in the Bs. Yeah, and that's what I got. So before I get out of here, make sure you check out the Rave On Sports App, the new fan-driven sports app for all of your sports, whether it be basketball, baseball, football, college, whatever you like. They got it, and they're looking to enhance your game day experience with live play-by-play coverage, live chats with other fans and content creators like myself, while also providing you with an arena to dispute the terrible officiating. So make sure you look for the links to that in the description box. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and video videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at DillonTartaro, as well as on Instagram at Dolphins_with_Dillon. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.